You have forgotten the face of your father. Two weeks from today, a movie will be released, and it's related to one of my favorite book series I've read so far. It's kind of in there with the Dragonlance Chronicles, the X-Wing series of books, the new best-selling and awesome Galaxy's Edge series, and a few others. The film is called The Dark Tower, and it'll follow the exploits of Midworld's last knight protector of society, a gunslinger, and his name's Roland Deschain. At an early age, prospective gunslingers are taught a creed or a code by their master. That code goes, you do not aim with your hand. He who aims with his hand has forgotten the face of his father. You aim with your eye. You do not shoot with your hand. He who shoots with his hand has forgotten the face of his father. You shoot with your mind. You do not kill with your gun. He who kills with his gun has forgotten the face of his father. You kill with your heart. You can probably tell by this creed that, in the stories, being a gunslinger is serious business. At some point, when they're deemed ready, prospective gunslingers would also face a trial by combat style rite of passage. If they failed, they were sent west. Or, that is, they were exiled from their father's home, their city, their potential inheritance. They did not earn their guns. They were not entrusted with anything. You know what's serious business in our real world? Being a disciple. Disciples are followers, yet teachers. Leaders, yet servants. My friends, we are called to serve others. If you ever see a job that needs doing, a job that will bless others, and you can do it, you should. If you run across such a task, any task, and you think that it is beneath you, or that someone else should do it, then you need to stop what you are doing and check yourself. In Galatians 5:13 through 14, we're told, you are called to freedom, brothers and sisters, only don't let this freedom be an opportunity to indulge your selfish impulses, but serve each other through love. All the law has been fulfilled in a single statement, love your neighbor as yourself. Jesus loved to tell us parables. Sometimes I think it was because we were too stupid to understand the direct approach. In the one I'm about to read, he points out our responsibilities, and it begins with the rock of the church, Peter, asking a dumb question. Sorry, Peter, we can discuss it later. I bet it would have been even worse. Luke 12:41 to 48. Peter said, Lord, are you telling this parable for us or for everyone? The Lord replied, who are the faithful and wise managers whom the master will put in charge of his household servants, to give them their food at the proper time? Happy are the servants whom the master finds fulfilling their responsibilities when he comes. I assure you that the master will put them in charge of all his possessions. But suppose that these servants should say to themselves, my master is taking his time about coming, and suppose they begin to beat the servants, both men and women, and to eat, drink, and get drunk. The master of those servants would come on a day when they weren't expecting him, and at a time they couldn't predict. The master will cut them into pieces and assign them a place with the unfaithful. That servant who knew his master's will but didn't prepare for it or act on it will be beaten severely. The one who didn't know the master's will but who did things deserving punishment will be beaten only a little. Much will be demanded from everyone who has been given much, and from the one who has been entrusted with much, even more will be asked. Friends, you've been given much. Christ gave you his all. If you accept it, if you accept him, and you accept grace, redemption, salvation, you should accept the whole package. Show your gratitude. Serve others. If you run across the task that's undone, that is beneath everyone else, you recognize it for what it is. It stares back at you. You think it should be fixed, and there's a brief flicker in your mind that you should fix it, and yet you refuse. You do not have a servant's heart. You have forgotten the face of your father, and you risk being sent west. Think about it.